All those who have just joined us, gentlemen, make sure you come on up.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Come on! Wait up!
Is everyone ready to play?
I think the people involved, you get to meet a lot of people in football, and that's just one of the great things. Not only is the sport great, but the people involved. So fellow referees, players, coaches, even fans. I love officiating because it keeps me involved in football. I was a player, but I don't reckon I could cut it out there anymore, at least at any decent level. But as a referee, I get to be involved in higher levels of football. Keeps me involved, keeps me fit, and is great fun. I think I have a moment of this is why I do this every week. It's always good fun to get out there, and there are tough moments, but being resilient and succeeding, even just in the little things throughout a match. I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn, and as a referee you surely come across a lot of them, and I certainly have. I reckon give it a go. You will face challenges, but that's a part of it, and I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings, Tom Wren for sport, Jade Robran on the scene as it happens, Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide, Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Ways too much. How you doing? I know. Ankle there. Shins are fucked, knees fucked. One thing after another. Dan Vaughan. What's Dan Vaughan doing right now? Dan Vaughan. Hey. Dan Vaughan. Speaking of lard, I'm hungry. Anyone else stick hungry? Oh, bad man. Oh, man. Yo! Eric? Sit down. You got biscuits there? Nah, there's too many of them there. I think golf. You need one of these. That's the dream. Holy. It was Sunday, mate. Wait, Grelly, when are you?
Hello, good evening and welcome to LJ Hookham Island Sports Park for round 14 of the men's RAA NPL South Australia. Adelaide Comets versus West Adelaide in what is a Greek derby here in the west of the city. Two sides nearer the bottom of the table. Comets in the conversation of the relegation place. West Adelaide, with a loss today, could find themselves amongst that conversation, but that is still 90 minutes away as we see both sides out onto the field of play. I'm your commentator for this evening, Seb O'Neill, joins alongside Theo Mailonis. Theo, lovely to have you alongside me once again in what is this just past halfway point of the season, we could possibly call a bit of a relegation scrap.
Yeah, huge relegation scrap. You know, Westies don't want to say that. And they're theoretically not in the relegation scrap, but like you said, a loss here could mean that. And yeah, you forgot to add one word into that Greek derby, the Greek charcoal derby. They both cook their everything on charcoal, so it's we haven't tasted the goods. We've tasted everything else except for that the charcoal goods, but hopefully we'll make our way up there.
We'll go through the starting 11s for both sides. For Adelaide Comets, Gianni Tremonton returns between the sticks. Also in the lineup, Phil Spadavecchia, Anthony Mafra-Lambardos, Gildis Gonwe-Kezwa, Aladdin Irabona, their captain, Athin Karkafiris, Cameron Hayes, Nicholas Economopoulos, Harry Thomas, Damian Luic, and Minson Park in what is his 100th match tonight, Theo.
Wow, it's 100 matches, yeah. It's another milestone. Hopefully for Comets that this milestone match they can actually get 3 points. Or if hopefully they get to play well. Westies had a really good win last week against Adelaide United. And Comets 2-0 up against Playford. You were commentating that game, and it's Paddy McGregor cracker that drew the game, and a little bit disappointed to walk away 2-0 up, but that's football. Let's not talk about 2-0 up, because I was at one MCG game when Australia was playing and they were 2-0 up, but we won't talk about that game. That's forever etched in my memory.
We'll go to the starting 11 for the away side tonight of West Adelaide. Alex Banjak, Luca Fabrizio, Jimmy Odenwalder, Eduardo Castaneda, Riley Stam, Keshav Shrestha, Luka Dobrovolsky, Maxim Ivanic, Alex Simopoulos, Connor Gollan, and in goal, Jackson O'Donnell. That partnership up front of Stam and Ivanic is certainly one, if it does click tonight, one to look out for.
Yeah, look, last week, Ivanic and Stam, they play the two up top, and Kesh plays as a 10 behind. Diego, obviously not playing this week. Castaneda, that really polished number 6. Obviously they're going to miss him, but see what they look like. But I'll be interested to see how Comets, because they've been playing really good football. They want to get something. They want to place. They want to start getting some home wins. Okay, so who better to do it with against the locals? A lot of players are friends off the park. So floor's yours, buddy.
A big 3 points on offer for either side as our referee Dion Turner gets us underway. Assistant referees Nick Elegant and Luca Costello on the sidelines as we get kicked off here at LJ Hookham Island Sports Park for the second half of a double header between these two clubs. The women's side of the derby only about half an hour ago ending 3-1 the way of West Adelaide. Now it's the men's turn for West Adelaide to maybe try and make it 2 from 2, if not for the men's side of Adelaide Comets to square the ledger for the evening.
And they have set up differently as well. Westies probably in their 4-4-2 with the diamond in the middle. Riley and Maxim up top. Comets will play with a 4-3-3, like a 4-5-1 in their defensive shape. We'll be interested to see how it all goes because, like I said, Comets want to win at home. They want to be in the front foot. Costa did mention before that it's a beautiful pitch to play on. I'll stop talking.
And this ball goes down the wing for Dobrovolsky. He's stuck in the corner, but he manages to make his ball in. And it'll be cleared away.
It's a great pitch to play on, but it's actually quite soft underfoot. Takes a bit of getting used to. And Westie's pitch is artificial, typical bounce. It's a little bit harder underfoot, so it does take a bit longer to get used to. So let's see if Comets can use it to advantage. Get that first 10 minutes, maybe get on that ball a bit more. As saying that, Westie's getting on the ball.
Luic able to get the clearance right the first time hit from Stam, which goes wide. We had an early goal in the earlier fixture, although that was much earlier than we are now. That was within about 40 seconds or so.
46 seconds.
There you go.
So like Riley doesn't need much. He just needs a sniff of a goal, and don't worry, he'll have a shot. Maxim's the same as well. I take my hat off to the Westies coach. He changed shape, played with what he's got. Quite often you see a lot of coaches, they want to play their formation, their shape, but they don't actually have the players for that. So I like something a bit different.
Comets in possession of the football, which ends up going back. Luic has Tremonton. Him and Delangis been sharing the gloves so far this season. Undecided, really, as to who is that #1 goalkeeper, it seems. As West Adelaide get forward again here. Golan, and now through Ivanic. Luic touch that comes off him, and Ivanic on the tight angle. Whistles past the post.
Look, Ivanic and Luic were having a Serbian tussle over there, and Ivanic just won that battle, but Damian will remember his numbers and see. But really unlucky. Beautiful. He did everything right. Went across his body. Across the goalkeeper. Just went a little bit wide. Good start for Westies.
Dobrovolsky. All the way back to Captain Jackson O'Donnell. Has kept the 2 clean sheets this season. One of which was against Adelaide Comets earlier on this season. A fixture which ended 3-0 to tonight's away side. Ended with a stunning Alex Samopoulos free kick.
Yeah, I do remember that. I was having a chat to someone from the Comets, and they just said, yeah, Westies played very well, and we just probably played not so good. Maybe 10% down, and that's what it is. It's football.
And there's that wind picking up again. There was a lot in the women's game before, and you said it was only going to get worse throughout the night. As this ball comes over, Ivanic needs to get the touchdown right. Ivanic again. His second shot towards goal, not on target.
That was actually a very good ball. You played the ball over the top really directly to Ivanic. Gave it 1v1. He did once again, he did everything right. Got on his left, but, you know, the shot was a little bit off target. Riley's doing some limbering up over on the sideline. Riley Stam. Not on the sideline. Just maybe a bit of a hit or something. Just keep my eye on that one. Two good chances for Westies. Coach will be very happy with this start.
A bouncing ball needing to be dealt with. Back to Tremonton again. Former Croydon and Adelaide Olympic goalkeeper. First time in perhaps a few years where he's able to somewhat hold the #1 spot in the first team for any club. Golan. Ivanic quick on the turn, trying to just put one through, and he does find it. Back with Ivanic on the edge, still trying to find his way through. Maxim Ivanic, and it will go out for the corner.
Yeah, even Kesh made a really good run out to the side to create some space. Ivanic then ducked back in. They did a bit of a combination. Ivanic was thousands of legs. Eventually gets a deflection, and it's out for a corner. Now, I called it in the last game when Piper. It's a little bit different because Westies are lined up differently. They do have some height. Chandler missing for Comets will not be as good for them, but we'll see what happens.
Of course, Matt Chandler announcing departing Comets during the week. The Canadian defender who'd been with the club for the past 2 years. As we see this cross come in, the header not too clean away, but he is certainly a big miss at the back. I think it was about 6'6" is what the measurement I saw of his height, and
yeah,
you could always tell on the pitch that he was much taller than just about everybody else out there.
Yeah, I would have called him Big Bird. That would have been his... I would have called him Big Bird if it was at my club.
Comets.
Big boy. It was a big boy, sorry.
Building an attack. Kalka Furious on the ball. Trying to slide one through. First time Comets have had any sort of meaningful possession in their attacking third. Ivanic gets the better of Luic here. Tremonton was off his line. Ivanic trying to go himself. Final touch off Luic. Out for a corner again.
Second round of the Serbian wrestle, and Ivanic 2, Luic 0. Maxim just literally pressured him. I didn't see the line. I couldn't see the line. Worried him out of it and won the second battle, but Damian worked really hard, got back, and yeah. Very interesting position to see here. I'd actually like a right footer to be taking this, but who knows? He might be taking short to Connor Golan. No, he's...
Might be a right foot delivery the way he's shaping up. It will be. Into the centre. It's perhaps an acrobatic attempt, but didn't even connect with the ball. All the way back. Dobrovolsky. The backdrop to this venue. One of the best in SA. Especially now later on at night with the city skyline and the city lights very much shining.
Just initially, the Comets who don't want to keep on giving Westies these half chances, because you know what, they'll take them. Got some real quality up there. What are Comets? How are they going to react here? What are they going to do?
Here they go again, West Adelaide. This one will be swept up by Luich. Intelligent defending. Just to hold it, and that's a nice turn. But possession is regained, looking for the cutback. Clearance nothing too strong. Banjak, Ivanic, he's everywhere already in this early stage of the match. Here's Maxim Ivanic over the top, looking for Gonwakezwa.
I actually did a commentary with, I think, Alessio, and it was the Comets versus Burke's game. And I saw Gildas, and I said, I was really disappointed. And he said, why? And he said, because I couldn't recognise you anymore because you cut your hair. And he said, oh, sorry. He said, I needed a haircut. But Gildas, yeah, loves being on the edge, loves to score a goal too. So, see the coach wants to play him as a number 9.
Just quickly going over to the other NPL fixture being played tonight. 55 minutes in at Steve Woodcock Sports Centre, another very picturesque venue. Campbelltown City 1-0 up.
Still, yeah.
55 minutes in against West Torrens Burkalla. Of course, have a big cup fixture coming this Wednesday. Looks to be a strong squad still, but looking towards that top of the table leaves at least standing with Metro an opportunity to go top tomorrow afternoon if they are to defeat their opponents in Sturt Lions. Another nearest West Adelaide and Adelaide Comets towards this bottom end of the table, in which these two sides are at this stage of the season. Of course, we're past the halfway point. These are starting to be the reverse fixtures of which we saw early on.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surprising result, Campbelltown. Not saying that they don't have quality, but Burks have had a great year so far. And I know they do. We'll be looking on Wednesday, but I know Stav, and he has a high expectation in every single match. So let's be watching eagerly through our phones to see what happens. And please, people online, go and I think David, Mr. Grant, is commentating on that game.
He is.
So the dulcet tones of Mr. Grant.
But don't go there, because you can stay with us here. I'm sure it will be a much better game than his game, I'm sure.
It will be much better, and, you know, I wish smell-o-vision.
And you've got 2 compared to 1 there.
I wish there could be smell-o-vision here, because if people could smell...
I thought you were talking about David.
No. No, if people could actually smell the beautiful aromas emanating from the charcoal, you would be driving yourself to this game.
And here come the home side forward now. Harry Thomas scored a few weeks back against West Torrens Burkalla, which ended up being a defeat. Probably in their best patch of form at the moment, West Adelaide.
Yeah.
In the last 5 games, 2 wins and a draw with 2 losses. Adelaide Comets also probably in their best form so far, only the 1 loss in 5, 2 draws and 2 wins.
New coach bounce.
Of course, yeah, Isaac Sese in charge for the remainder of the season, as Comets find themselves in a difficult position. But again, this game is a possible big 3 points to try and lift them from that second bottom spot, in which there is a bit of a gap to the likes of West Adelaide and Sturt. But of course, with West Adelaide playing, there is a big opportunity to close that gap.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? This transfer window is a big one.
Yeah, Maxim Ivanic is on here. Maxim Ivanic trying to poke it past, keeps it in play. No. Will be a corner, though.
Yeah, someone just messaged that's watching our game and said, you might not be able to smell the charcoal, but you can definitely see it.
Yeah, you can see the big smoke clouds. I think when we see left of screen, you see the big smoke clouds coming from the barbecues.
Yeah. Hope people at Football South Australia are not watching every single footage. There are no flares yet. And I do not expect any flares, hopefully.
Corner for West Adelaide. Been very much in their attacking half for this opening 13 or so minutes. It's another decent delivery. It's headed away. Gets past one, puts the cross in, headed down and out. Of course, plenty of young Comets fans here tonight to support their side. Thomas, unleashed down the left. Puts in a first-time cross. It's very, very high towards Adelaide, their captain. 4 goals and 5 assists for him. One more and he goes equal top of the assist ladder with Mohamed Hassan of Sturt Lions. Very much their talisman and leader is Adelaide, and we wouldn't expect any less from someone of his quality and experience.
Yeah, I'm very quiet in the moment because...
Yeah, another attack builds here as it's cleared. And then poked a second. Ivanic has the ball dispossessed. Was perhaps looking for long range. Maybe a bit too delicate in the build-up there.
Needed to be a bit selfish there, Gildas. You got given the ball in a dangerous situation.
And immediately West Adelaide find themselves on a counter. A ball put in the centre for Stam, but his first time, I'm not sure whether that was a touch or a shot, but either way, it was poor.
Yeah, it was poor. I think he was caught in two minds.
Yeah.
He was waiting for that ball because Ivanic, Riley gave him a beautiful ball last week and then he scored from. So I was thinking, oh, you owe me a few, buddy. And instead of taking that ball down and taking a touch, he just thought he would take it on the first time and unfortunately couldn't direct it towards the goals. And your point on Aladdin, well, Aladdin is amazing. Been playing lots of different positions and Comets do look far better when he's on the park.
Yeah, was absent for a few games at the start of the season. Even coming off the bench in some. Of course, with the absence of Jade Labasso now having departed for Campbelltown, very much has become a bit of a one-man job up front. Those two sharing the load last year. Majority of the goals came between those two. Whereas we're seeing Aladdin Irabona carrying a lot of that weight up front.
And, you know, in football, if you depend too heavily on one or two players, you know, there's your issue. So you need to create, and they've got some good young players coming through. Spadavecchia, I really do like him. Dorsey is also quite dangerous. I also like the player that was just on the ball there, Anthony Mav. You know, he does use the ball very, very well. I think he's playing a little bit deeper this year compared to what he was last year, but Nick Icon, not Icon. Yeah, Icon in the middle of the park. Minston Park. So they've got quality players. Chucking Gildas. They've got a couple of injured players. You don't know, transfer windows open up. You don't know what's going to happen next. So, yeah, look, I do like when clubs start playing your young players. You know, as a young child standing on the sideline watching, that might be me one day. Oh.
That one tries to find its way through there from the back line, but Comets now on an attack of their own. Irabona. Kakafiris. Good interception by Shrestha, and then a second to touch on. Leaves West Adelaide with a 2-on-1. Stam to Ivanic. Ivanic goes himself here, but just slow in that instance.
Once again, Riley popped his head up, saw Maxim half a yard, played him in. Heavy touch there by Maxim. He'd like to have that back, but well defended there by the Comets.
Gomukezwa. Just losing it on the edge of the box there was Gildas Gomukezwa, as you said, joining Adelaide Comets this season from our Tono Magic in Victoria. Formerly a part of the MacArthur Bulls Academy, also a Adelaide Croatia Raiders player formerly too.
Yeah, under Vlado. played his juniors at Raiders.
Certainly a lineage of young players through that club, many that you could list off.
Yep, and I was fortunate enough a short while ago to coach the some good under-12 players, of which a lot of them did come from that club. So,
Kakafiris, his ball down the wing to Thomas. Thomas might just keep it in. Touched on by Bonner. In the box there, just had West Adelaide wondering what was going to happen next.
He just needs that half a yard, and he created it. Got that ball across, and Westies scrambled very well and got the ball out. I think Comets have started to get back into the football now.
It was important that they just rode that initial wave of pressure, which is still coming in waves from West Adelaide, but certainly the tide is turned for the time being. Spadavecchia. Now Thomas, as you can now see that cloud of smoke from the charcoal barbecue. And the wind certainly helping to drift it towards our direction. As there's an opportunity here from distance. Spadavecchia hits it very nicely. And puts Comets 1-0 up. His third goal of the season. Only scored his first senior goal earlier on against Sturt. And puts Comets 1-0 up. 20 minutes in.
Yeah, look, that was a beautiful build-up. And, once again, they were building, and I've been told by a former Comets coach who did coach him, watch Spadavecchia, he is exceptional, and he will score goals, and he just did. He just saw a snippet of a goal, bang, hit it past Jackson O'Donnell and made 1-0. Probably against a run of play, but Comets were working their way back into it. Westie's been a little bit disappointed. Ivane should be saying, you know, probably I should be with a goal up. But Westies have always been a goal or two down and know how to come back.
But that was exactly what we were just talking about. It was West Adelaide, but Comets were able to just sort of hold out, keep them behind Ivanic. They stopped him and Stam, and in the end, it's come to their benefit.
Yeah. And football's a funny game sometimes, and, you know, I can say this because I'm Greek. We did win the European Championships by set pieces, and very lucky going to a church for about a month. And we did. Greece won the Euros, are just basically defending well. You know, I have a couple of Italian friends that say we won World Cups by defending very well too. But look, they've defended well. They didn't concede. If you don't concede, you've always got a chance to nick back the other way. So Comets started brightly last week too. They just have to keep on going, playing in front of their home stand, their ultras on the sideline, everyone watching, the young future generation who's thinking, I want to play in the Comets first team as well. This is what they've got to do. You've got to turn your home into a fortress, getting some more wins.
Irabona again, trying to be the creative. Irabona putting a ball in at the back post, just enough and acrobatic to clear away. I think those Euros were before I was even born, Theo.
Yeah, possibly. So, yeah, we were listening to some music pre-game, and they were playing lots of different music from a lot of World Cup countries and non-Greek, and then just before the game started, they started putting some Greek music on. So, yeah, it's they were playing a Euro song, but not a Eurovision, but a Greek Euro song. Well, let's get back to the game here. Sorry for that.
Konowopoulos spraying the pass wide. Will be a throw.
Yeah, something's bothering Riley. He keeps on playing with his left hammy or driver.
Just looking at a few other games from around the leagues. Eastern United currently lead Adelaide Olympic at 1-0 in State League 1 as Aladdin Irabona comes and looks for the cutback. It's a good one here, and at the back post in the centre, I should say, Harry Thomas skies his shot into the upper balcony here at LG Holcomb Island Sports Park.
What a wonderful piece of work by Aladdin again. Got past his defender. He stayed so calm. He popped his head up. Kids watching on the sideline, I hope they're watching him, because if they want to play as a winger, that's what a winger should be doing. Get in front of your defender if you can. 1v1, get that ball, get your head up, play that ball into the box. Harry Thomas, Should have made it 2-0.
Just back on those results. Comets still leading 1-0 against West Torrens Karen, nearing the 70th minute in the State League 2. Southwestern Strikers and Plimpton Bulldog locked at 3-3 in the 50th minute. And Eastern United 1-0 against Adelaide Olympic at half-time up at Eastern United. And, of course, 1-0 here to Adelaide Comets. Just about a quarter of the way through this match. Castaneda now with Luca Fabrizio, their under-21 player of the year last year. Here is Minson Park in number 100 for the fullback. Former
Westies.
Cumberland and Westies player. Was with them in that 2023 season in which they were relegated.
Yeah.
That's a nice ball. But too much on it to be chased down well enough.
Yeah, the wind made it even worse. I think that on an artificial pitch, probably the ball would have been out a long way ago. But yeah, so just have to be really careful about playing those balls. The weight has to be right. The spin, the finesse, what you do and how you play it. You have to have a high football IQ in these conditions. I'm saying like it's like we're playing in a gale force breeze, but it's just windy, that's all.
Ball goes back to Jackson O'Donnell. Just hitting 9 p.m. here, local time in Adelaide, from wherever you're watching. Possibly even in the likes of Vancouver, of course, with the Socceroos playing up there. I know a few of our own are up in Vancouver.
Yes.
Up to watch the Socceroos against Turkey on Sunday afternoon our time, but if they were watching in Vancouver at the moment, I'm just double checking the time, it would be 4:30 in the morning, so I don't blame them if they are watching live.
Yeah. Well, you did channel your NPLSA about 3 minutes ago when you were watching the game and commentating and looking in your phone.
Got to check the results somehow.
So yeah, hope Alessio, everything has arrived safely and he's looking forward to the big game tomorrow. Oh, Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, it'll be Saturday night, his time in Vancouver. He's already met a Socceroo. Met Robbie Cruz, a former Socceroo, met Robbie Cruz.
Really?
Yeah, not even in Brisbane Airport, not even in Vancouver yet.
In Brisbane Airport, yeah. former Brisbane Roar and Melbourne Victory player, yeah. It's already, that's good. He'd be happy with that. He'd be happy with a couple of Socceroos victories as well, as we all would be. But yeah, please go and support your Socceroos. If it's owned in a local club, go watch a local club. Talk about local RAAs, your local... support your local, support RAA.
Hayes trying to play that one at the back, but under pressure, and a foul committed. Leads to a free kick.
Dangerous position here. Make the goalkeeper really work. A little bit out, but with this little bit of breeze, it can cause some grief. See how Westies line up.
It's a decent enough distance to go on goal. Would need the power.
Yeah.
And, of course, the accuracy.
Yeah. Like a finesse shot. The goalkeeper's... Is all lined up correctly? He wants to channel his...
Castaneda goes on goal! It's off the post from Eduardo Castaneda, but they still attack here. The ball chipped in, headed away. Thomas now launches up the wing and leaves a bit of running to a disappointed Spadavecchia.
Yeah, he just said so that he would like a Kinder Surprise chocolate. Unfortunately, the chocolate that I purchased has gone into my stomach. No Kinder Surprise until after the game, sir.
Dobrovolsky to take the throw.
I was just about to say he's channeling his inner Ronaldinho in a World Cup against England. Sorry for all those England supporters out there.
Throw in to come for West Adelaide. Luka Dobrodolski to take the throw.
Yes, we got some hecklers down below us. The Comets Ultras have just said, can you please do a shout out for us? So I just did.
Another throw in to come. Headed away. And the ball put back in field. Irabona. And ball taken up.
Stretch it! Stretch it! Forward! Forward! Damian, get back in there. Get back in there for me.
Apologies for that slight stoppage in commentary, just losing power for the moment, but we are back. And Comets immediately launching on another attack. O'Donnell able to clear quickly enough, though only as far as Ladnira Bonner at midfield. No foul there, says our referee Dion Turner. And here's a ball over the top for Maxim Ivanic. He's all by himself up there. He's got no one else in company.
Through E1.
Shrestha. Now Dobrovolsky puts in the cross. We'll get a second opportunity. Goes back instead this time. Golan. Connor Golan again.
Yeah, sorry we were out for there. We made some young ultras made a call for us to give us a mention, and we didn't say anything, so they just said karma. So, no, but we're back at it now, so apologies. But, yeah, we didn't miss any goals. But, yeah, thankfully we had the footage going, and, yeah. But, yeah, just probably a good 11 minutes to go. So what are Westies going to do to get this goal back with this breeze? It's worth, like I said, a half a goal, maybe even close to a goal now. So what are Comets going to do to extend it or keep it? So let's see what happens.
Throwing. 10 minutes left until half-time with a Comets lead through Phil Spadavecchia. Against the run of play, you'd have to say 2. Here they come again. Cross comes into the centre. The touchdown, nothing too clean as that, once again, the wind. Thomas. Gone with Keswa. On that tight angle, they'll look for the cutback. It's actually quite high and will go out for a goal kick.
Yeah, in State League 2, seeing the Western Strikers are now 5-3 up against Plimpton Bulldogs. And East United are still 1-0 up against Olympic in the 57th minute. And Campbelltown, as noted, in the 81st minute, are still 1-0 up against West Torrens Berkala.
Could be a big result for Campbelltown if that is to stay. For Berkala, perhaps not the preparation they might have wanted ahead of their cup fixture midweek.
No, but lots of time. If there's minutes, if there's seconds, there's time.
Ball's gone out.
Could have accidentally...
Tronson able to pick that one up and roll that towards his defender. Now down the wing for Spadavecchia. The sole goal scorer so far this evening. Spadavecchia turns in, he goes for the strike! It was devilish, certainly. Had a certain spin to it, which Jackson O'Donnell could only really punch downwards. We'll come back for a free kick here, right in front of us.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a corky, I reckon Riley's got on his hammy. Icon's just walking off. It was a bit of an accident as well. He probably didn't mean it. He's got a bit of a knock himself. Might need a bit of assistance. Might need some eye spray. Hopefully...
Pause in play for now. Said earlier that women's fixture between these two sides ended 3-1 the way of West Adelaide. Be back to resume with about 7 minutes left to play. Riley Stam just hobbling a little bit. And you did say earlier on that he was already concerned with his leg.
Yeah, I think he was holding the other side, to be really honest. But yeah, that was contact. That was knee on hamstring contact. That's going to hurt in this cold weather. Yeah, he's got to get it back on the park and stay warm. He'll feel it later. Might be a bit sore, but yeah, that's what you pay trainers and physios for.
Momentarily, West Adelaide down to 10. Just holding off on that ball there to really make the right option, Economopoulos. Stam still getting that treatment on this close side, hoping to come back on the field of play.
Yeah, there's a bit of an issue. Riley's still struggling with his corky. But if I was Comets, this is what I'll be doing. Bombing on, putting him under pressure. You've got an extra player. It's like cheat mode in FIFA.
Ball takes a deflection off the back. Will be a goal kick.
Sure, the gamers know when you're a goal up or two in FIFA. Yeah, I don't think Riley's happy.
Yeah, he's come back on, and immediately, as he's taken his first few steps, has given a shake of the head and asked to come up.
I think he's going to try and run it off. Doesn't want to come off just yet.
Well, it will be interesting to see whether or not, if he can't continue, do they play the rest of the half with 10, or do they, use that window, of which they only have 3 of, to make that replacement? And they wait, of course, until half-time.
Well, lucky I'm not a coach and a pundit from the sideline, but I would say that with Riley, you probably really want to give him time because he can win you a game. So you want to give him a time, but I actually don't think he's all right. I think he's just go for a little bit of a jog and go for a jump, and he's just said, no, I'm not okay. So, yeah, see what happens.
Vanic sort of just asking Riley Stam more in urgency rather than if he's okay, just asking why can't you come back on.
Please help me, I'm by myself.
So they will continue with 10 still, but they're on an attack here. Shrestha is that taken down. Referee Dion Turner very quickly waves that away.
Very close.
Goma Keswa is turn on the ball, given as a foul.
Just trying to think of who Westies are going to put on now.
Yeah, they don't have that many options, and according to my own sheet, they don't actually have a forward on the bench.
Yeah, Amali can play up front. He can play up front. You could put Perky. You could Perky on. They got Socrates who plays as a defender. Kashev can also go play as a 9. Connor Golan could possibly go play as a 9. Might not be a direct replacement, but there is a replacement. Just got to be a bit inventive, that's all.
So they're going to bring on Ali Reyes Maradi.
Well, there you go. What do we know?
He'll go to left back. Of course, congratulations in order for him. Made his senior international debut for Afghanistan in the past few weeks. Had played for them and captained them at junior level, but making the senior squad for Afghanistan and returning. Only played the final of the tournament in which they were playing with a few nations like Pakistan and 2 others who don't come to mind immediately. They reached the final, and I think that was only played on Wednesday night, Thursday morning our time, so only very recently, and he did play in that match too by all accounts. So only very recently coming off a plane and
amazing.
put straight back into football.
Imagine being able to represent a country. That's just amazing.
We're lucky to have a few here in the NPL. Of course, Jared Clark representing Vanuatu at international level. Makalea Lafa at the state league level has played for the Solomon Islands. A few other Solomon Islands internationals as well in the past.
Yeah.
There are a few circling around the South Australian football circles. That one put through, cleared out for a corner. About a minute and a half left. And over at Steve Woodcock Sports Centre, West Torrens Burkalla have found a very late equaliser with about 2 minutes left to go of the 90.
Yeah, when I was when I was helping commentary on the Berks game, a viewer did tell me, do you know that Berks score a fair bit of their goals towards the end of the game? And I said, I'll have a look at that stat. And they did it, and they scored late. Scored late again.
Did so against today's side in West Adelaide too at Kilburn a few weeks back. That one hits through for the net.
It's a never say die attitude that Stav has got with his crew. Just don't give up.
Looks to be Odenwater and Ivanic up front, with Shrestha staying as that attacking midfielder. So more just a reshuffle of players rather than positions.
Yeah, look, Jimmy, different type of player clearly to Riley. Jimmy can score goals, clearly. Not as probably as direct as Riley, but they're fortunate enough to have a player of his calibre that can go up the top and do a job.
Conway Keswa unable to get past there. Launch forward, but cleared away. Into added time here at LJ Hookham Island Sports Park. 1-0 the way of Adelaide Comets, courtesy of Phil Spadavecchia. It's a header away. As we head to the end of the half, your thoughts on this opening 45, Theo?
I think Westies will be disappointed to have not taken an early lead.
We'll pause on that for the moment as they get forward here, maybe looking for an equaliser late on. Ivanic! That's a brilliant block, in fact. Gets his legs right in the way there, and they immediately launch an attack of their own. Gonwa Keswa, he's forced wide by his opposing number 11 in Ali Reyes Marani. Very fresh off a plane. That's been broken down.
Yeah, no, it's... I'm glad to be disrupted with goal-scoring opportunities, and any occasion, please, have more goal-scoring so I don't have to speak. It's a good thing. No, Westies would be disappointed to have not scored.
This cross comes in once again. A bit too high, Minson Park.
Yeah, be a little bit disappointed to have not scored, but Comets, they weathered it really well. They defended, they put bodies behind the ball, they got a little bit lucky, but then they went and found a goal of their own. They just grew into the match and probably created another good chance as well, but Westies just then, with Ivanic, like all men behind the ball. So look, Comets be happy to have the 1-0 up. Westies be disappointed to have lost Riley and be a goal down, but there's a long way to go.
Absolutely. As this half winds down to a close, still both sides trying to get one thing more out of this half.
Comets will be content to take the 1-0 into half-time. Westies will love to get a red zone goal, red time goal, but I can't see that possibly happening.
About 2.5 minutes into added time of the first half. Irabona was left by Gonwa Keswa for his captain. He's fouled, and that is where the half-time break is called. in the west of the city.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. But Westy's got a bit of work to do to come back into the second half, but a whole 45 minutes plus time on to make a change.
Absolutely, a big 45 for both sides coming up. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have to a short break. Half-time score here at LJ Hooker Island Sports Park is Adelaide Comets 1, West Adelaide 0.
Yo guys, you seen this? It's coming.
What do you want about?
Bro, it's actually coming.
No way!
FSA World Champs.
You guys have been asking, we listened. The FSA World Champs is coming. This school holidays, we're bringing the world stage to Adelaide. Here's the breakdown. From 11s to 17s, and everyone in between. 10 players, 1 squad. Lock them in before someone else does. Sign up, get your country, and represent your nation. Nominations are open now, but don't sleep on it. Spots are limited.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
I just want to make an impact.
Hop in.
Where are we going?
There are so many career paths with SAPOL, from operations to CSI. You could walk the beat or work somewhere a little quieter. If you want to make a difference, there's a career at SAPOL for you.
Hey, it's going to be all right.
Call up the search.
Find where you belong in blue. Search SAPOL Careers.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
He's stayed on side, looking to put it across. Deflected, and it's still alive. Turns Vidmar, and Dorigo now tries to shoot. Still going. Welsh puts the ball in. And there's the goal. Who else but George Blackwood? We can't get this goal scorer wrong. He's done it 10 times.
I think the thing that most people don't realise about being a referee is how much we train. We often train twice a week as a group. Then we have coaching sessions where we go through videos and look back at past few weeks. And then any of the outside of training stuff that we do, like our gym work and watching matches back and all that. All the extra time outside of match days are the big things for us. What makes it more than just blowing a whistle is understanding football and all the different layers of football, and then adding on top of that we then have to be impartial and understand the emotion of football, and then find that balance between understanding the emotion and then understanding the laws. I've had a few grand finals that I've been lucky to be a part of, and in those kind of games with the crowds and the energy, I can just tell that the football match that's going on is so entertaining, and that I'm lucky to have one of the best seats in the house for it.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jade Robran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
So the Youth Club Championship, we've designed a structure where the under 13s, under 14s, under 15s and 16s all compete together as one club. They'll play at the same venue, they'll play one after each other. It allows the technical director to be at the venue to help educate and look after the coaches, and also there's a focus on player development.
Players are now knowing where they are at and the pathway to follow each year. If they continue with the YCC, they should be in a position where they can go into senior football. It's a lot clearer around the steps they need to take to keep tracking as a player.
We've created an additional YCC training session or seminar night. All the players involved had the opportunity to do an additional skills session development plan, and we had Adrian Stanter coming in to talk about how to become a more professional player from a younger age.
The fact that as a club we are investing heavily in the juniors to ensure that we're putting those tools in place that the YCC is wanting from us, that's certainly bringing around some benefits to the club and to junior development across the board.
Everyone's trying to obtain points for their club, but also with a strong focus on how do we create a competition where players can play against like players.
The one thing I have noticed is it's been a bit more focused on getting the balance right. So, trying to keep the best teams playing against each other throughout the entire year and not having this big disparity between one team or another, one club or another.
So what it has allowed us to do is have quality games every week, which has benefited the competition and given the girls a chance to sort of understand what it's like to play at that elite level. While development is a good focus, the YCC does bring out the aspect of results as well, which helps find that balance for players to transition to senior football.
So I think with the YCC structure now in place, there's become a better level. And with a better level, there's been higher intensity within our sessions, and that's allowed for greater development in terms of a player, technically, tactically, and that's given them the best chance to keep improving their game.
Yeah, look, I think there's certainly brought around a lot of excitement to the club on YCC Day. The club's buzzing, a lot of the parents and players really enjoy seeing the kids play, and what is really now an elite pathway in junior football in our state.
Something that resonated with me right on the onset was about connecting a budding footballer with the right coach with the right club, and the right club being part of the right football environment. So the YCC tells me that this has been a fantastic implementation by Football South Australia.
Hello, welcome back to LG Hooker Myland Sports Park for the second half of this round 14 fixture. Comets leading 1-0 at half-time through Phil Spadavecchia. A good strike it was, but West Adelaide find themselves behind and needing a fight back there.
Yeah, look, I can't see any changes apart from the Riley Stam one, so let's see what transpires over the next 45 plus time on. Westies have got a lot to play for. They've had, like I said, they had a good win last week. They don't want to come here and get a draw. They want to get something out of this, and Comets want to win in front of their home crowd and their little ultras. And yeah, in that break time as well, there was a score update. You want to talk to us about that, Seb?
I was going to say Campbelltown were 1-0 up, I think, when we when we left for half-time, and West Torrens Burkalla have come back to win 2-1, which does mean if West Adelaide actually can get a win out of this, they'll jump Campbelltown.
Wow.
In 7th.
Wow.
And also Croydon as it stands, but they'll jump Campbelltown at least, so they could finish the weekend as high as 8th if my maths are correct, West Adelaide. That is if, of course, they need to completely reverse this result as it stands.
Yeah, the coach wouldn't know that. He'll be focusing on his own troops for what they could do to make it better.
Free kick.
Not too sure exactly if they'll be playing exactly the same. They may have changed shape going forward. They might have gone to a front three with Castaneda and Timopoulos as 6/8s. You mentioned I didn't say a number there.
Did think about it, to be honest. Here's Murati, as we said, fresh off international football with Afghanistan, making his return through the bench. Has gone with Keswa in his stride there.
Probably a bit of a handball at some stage, but the Comets army, the ultras are on the wrong side, actually, boys. You need to be around the outside. Actually, when you walk back on the other side, can you go back on the other direction, please? number 2 hit.
Ball over the top, put down by Ivanic. He's lost his strike partner in Riley Stam for this second half. A combination which has been so crucial to any success that West Adelaide have had this season.
Yeah, so they might have to go slightly bit of change of shape. They may not. I'm not too sure what they'll do about it, but
touchdown in the box here for West Adelaide. A clean challenge there, but they still attack forward, looking for the ball in. Odenvalder doesn't get a clean enough hit.
Yeah, it's his moments as well. You know, you get an opportunity in the box like that, slight deflection. You know, you probably just want to hopefully take it. Sorry, I stole your thunder there. It was a foul.
All good. Nice crowd having built up here in the city's west. Again, there's a derby between these two clubs. Cross comes in. Good touchdown. By Gonwa Keswa. Head to the box here is Mavrolan Vardos. Forced wide. Takes a turn in, then puts in the cross. Vincent Park. In his milestone match, number 100. Pressure by Simopoulos. Comets continue with a throw.
Westies in that segment did defend very well.
Nirabona going on his own here. Lad Nirabona finds the cut back into the back post. It's in! A second for Adelaide Comets just after half-time. And it was the brilliant work of Alad Nirabona to make it. All it needed was a tidy finish, and a tidy finish is what it got.
Is that Spadavecchio again? Nope. Icon. Harry Thomas. I'll get it right one day. That's not what Westies want. 5 minutes into the second half. I told the Ultras, you're on the wrong side. If they were on the other side, they would have seen the goal perfectly. How are Westies going to respond? They've been 2-0 down before. That's right.
West Adelaide again.
It's 2-0. That's the most important part for them.
A few complaints of possible fouls, but nothing heated. Murati. Pass into midfield. Trying to build an attack of their own. Connor Golan's pass just that bit too short. Gomakez where it falls through to him. He's up against Luca Fabrizio. That's a late one in on there. And they won't be happy as players start to rush in. Really making more out of something that isn't needed.
Yeah, currently there's a little bit of a push and shove. I think the players have actually complaining which teams they got in the sweepstake at the World Cup. So, but it was a yellow card. It was a yellow card. Just players just need to calm down.
Two bookings given out by Dion Turner.
Yeah. And we did also mention in the State League 2, Plimpton versus Bulldogs. There were 3-3, I think, at some stage, and I think Western Strikers won 7-3, and Eastern United are 2-1 up against Olympic.
That's another big result in the very competitive State League 1, as we've seen. Still really no way of knowing who's going down or who's going up, who's even finishing in finals in that division. Thoroughly entertaining to see that play out. Here's that resulting free kick from that foul a few moments ago. It's direct on goal. Just trying their luck.
Yeah, I like that idea, but probably a little bit too far for Mav. But I think he's probably taken a lot of good free kicks like that before.
Just a word on as well. How good of a job has Isaac Sese done since coming into the job at Adelaide Comets? He had an interim role for a few weeks, but pretty much since he's come in announced as a permanent head coach, what a brilliant job he's done to turn this place around.
Absolutely, absolutely. It does help when you get a couple of good players come back from injuries, so that does help. So, but
West Adelaide trying to find one back themselves. That one over the bar.
Yeah, right place, right time. Obviously, the players have a belief in his style of play, and he's put some things in place. So, credit to the Comets. It's not an easy thing to get rid of a coach. They must have seen something internally from us outside lookers in. Yeah, clubs make decisions like this all the time. I like to go on the side of the coach sometimes, but yeah, that's why I'm clearly not coaching and and commentating.
Yeah, the only real big blip so far has been that loss to Burkalla, but that is a Burkalla side, which we've seen again tonight come and make something, at least perceivingly, out of nothing as they were a goal down to Campbelltown. They drew against Metro in a match which they could have gotten 3 points out of. They drew to Playford last week. They were 2-0 up against them. They're just stringing together a few results to try and lift them from that second bottom spot.
And I was with Alessia commentating that game, and Burks were brilliant in that second half. They were going toward the Anzac Highway Cop, and they were sucking goals in, and it didn't feel like a 4-1 win. Comets were a little bit unlucky, and the boys were a little bit disappointed at the end of the game that it was 4-1. It probably didn't feel like it, but they are a quality Burks team. Going back to this game, they've got new coach, new ideas, currently 2-0 up against their Greek derby rivals. So let's see how the rest of the game transpires. Westies need to find another level somehow. Do they need to change shape? What do they need to do different? I know Riley's not there, but they can't just depend on Riley. And the issue that I've got is Comets on the break with Aladdin, Gildas. They will hurt you.
Ivanic trying to put one through, but couldn't reach it well enough. Ball over the top for Gonwa-Kesler, too much on it. O'Donnell letting that one roll out right in front of the Comets fans, which I'm sure he is liking a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
Knowing Jackson O'Donnell. Giving him some support, I think.
Yeah, I think
with those
so.
words.
Yeah, they're saying that they want some free Wonka bars.
Playing out from the back, West Adelaide. Ooh, that's a interesting approach and the tumble as well.
Yeah.
Fabrizio. Now with Banjak. The former Beograd player unable to make his pass cut through the back line. O'Donnell happy to play with it.
That's very well done by Jackson.
Now with Tremonton.
Yeah, like I said, what's the coach thinking about doing now? We're getting close to that 60-minute mark, which the coach starts getting itchy feet if things aren't working. What can I do to change it? Do I change shape? Do I change players? Be interested to see what they do and what kind of reaction. Like I said, they didn't deserve... I was just waiting there. I thought something was interesting. They didn't deserve to be a goal down, but that's football. So now they're clearly 2 goals down. So how are you going to react from this?
Murati has done some good work since coming on.
Come on! Come on!
Timopoulos. Eastern Olympic finished 2-1 the way of Eastern United.
Yeah,
in the State League 1.
I think they announced Ben Messica as a new coach today. Officially. What a big win.
Castaneda. Ball put wide towards Maxim Ivanic, but he was offside.
I do like a drifting forward line. I do like a drifting front 4 or front 3 if that's the way you want to play it. So maybe that's what they need to do. Maxim's peeled out to the left. Unfortunately, it was caught offside then. But I do like a bit of a change. Keshev coming a bit deeper to come and get the ball. Keshev breaking the line, maybe playing that second run over the ball over the top. As I say that, the wind picks up to another level.
It's been a bit better this game, I think, compared to the women's game earlier.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the girls. Get the roar of the stick. No, the wind is still in and around, but like you said, it's not as bad.
Certainly not. Trying to build again at West Adelaide, but they've committed a foul in the build-up, not even near the ball, just unnecessary. Especially in the position they're in at the moment.
Yeah, I think he was a bit too eager to make sure he plays. Mate got the ball, and unfortunately to create a foul to make sure that that happened.
Tremonton comes all the way just to tap it. Irabona offside as well, but the touch was nice. Again, Aladdin Irabona very much leading his side so far, at least to a good result tonight.
I just think with Aladdin, he just let him play his natural game and don't put so much effort on him and he has to do everything. Others around him step up and give him just as much as he gives the team, then they'll be fine.
I think what's important as well is that you say sometimes when he's on the wing, or at least in some wingers' cases, there isn't that confidence to take on your man or take a whole attack on by yourself, where Aladdin is a bit older now. He's the captain. He has more than enough confidence to sort of go his own and provide and also score himself, which I think is so key, again, in a side which, at the moment, even in their good form, they are struggling in the table at least.
Yeah, and what this coach has done is this coach has said, you best play out on the wing. So I'm going to allow you that creative freedom to go out on the wing. And as you mentioned, that's why I think with Aladdin and with any player that's, you know, that good in a 1v1, sometimes there needs to be that creative freedom to be that game. But you watch Aladdin, don't worry, he does his job defensively as well. But I just think the emphasis is not for him to play centrally, it's a bit to play as a winger, as a contributor. And if he scores, he scores.
4 goals and 5 assists for him before tonight. Aladdin Irabona.
That's excellent. If you think about it, it's nine goals for the club.
In 13 games.
There you go, 9. So
West Adelaide needing something back. It's almost the polar opposite of the women's game before when you think about it, with the team swapped.
Yeah, they were a little bit unlucky, the Comets women. There's just moments in the game where Westies are just clinical, absolutely clinical. This is a very interesting game. Sometimes this game, you can love it, and sometimes you can hate it. Thankfully for us, we love it all the time, because our team never loses. Well,
it's good when you have no team.
Yeah, in this country anyway.
Here's a ball through. Irabona, Murati getting a touch enough. Fabrizio. Now Aladdin Irabona. Spadavecchia. Just getting creative and does it brilliantly. What an assist. And the finish to match from Gildas Gonwa-Kezwa. Puts Comets in a 3-0 lead now.
That was an exquisite ball by Spadavecchia. And the finish by Gildas to make it 3-0. Those ultras are very, very happy. I told them to go on the other side, but they're on the right side on that occasion.
A second goal of the season for Gildas Gonwa-Kezwa. A third assist for Phil Spadavecchia as we get a bit of a light show. At least that's what we assume it is, and hopefully the light's not malfunctioning.
That's what I was hoping.
But no, yeah, what an assist from Phil Spadavecchia. A player who only scored his first senior goal against Sturt earlier this season. He joined the club at 11 years old back in 2017. But again, the finish from Gonwa-Kezwa, putting it right into the roof of the net to really put the cherry on top of that attack.
Well, I said this breeze is worth at least 1 goal today, and yeah. Let's see what happens for the rest of this game.
And now Irabona's down in a bit of pain. West Adelaide continue on, which they are allowed to. But as the ball goes out of play, our referee will bring things to a stop.
I think that's on his, I think he copped it right on his knee. Or his shin. Literally right in front of us.
comprehensive lead so far, you'd have to say.
Yeah, look, 3 goals is a lot better for the coach. You can breathe a little bit easier with 3. In terms of Westies, well, a goal and you're back into it. Yeah, I'm just getting a message from a former Comets coach that's been giving me stats about the Comets, and he said, I told you.
Down in the box there. And a corner, I think, yes.
Free kick, I think. He said, I told you about Phil Spadavecchia. Okay, Mr. Tassotti. You were correct. Phil is a good player, and he can score and assist.
Given a set piece here. West Adelaide. Delivery into the centre, headed away, finds Golan, and it goes through. West Adelaide get one back through Connor Golan. And in the last 25 minutes or so, make a bit of a game out of it.
Absolutely. It's not over. Be interesting to see what changes Westies do here, because they are still looking to make a couple of subs, bring on a couple of players. As Comets as well, looking to make some subs as well. The game is not over. Two goal difference again, and Westies have a habit of always coming back. So let's not write them off just yet.
O'Donnell. Yeah, of course, Comets did have a 2-0 lead last week against Playford, the game that I was at, and Playford came back in the second half and won the second half 2-0 to make it a 2-2 draw.
There you go.
Definitely a better performance overall so far than last week. The first half very much dominant against Playford. The second half a bit more contested. But tonight, even with that West Adelaide goal, I'd still say Adelaide Comets still deciding control of the fixture.
Look, when you're chasing the game, and Comets, this is playing Comets' hands, they can counter-attack them and find a gap. But yeah, it's just the game looked like it was a bit iced, and now it's the equilibrium sort of swung a little bit up, giving Westies a bit of a chance. I'm not a gambler, I could have told you the odds, but as people out there would be able to tell me the odds of a draw, good luck to yourselves if you wish to gamble through Sportsbet. But I would suggest you trust a local and go to RAA. That's a better bet for me.
O'Donnell able to sweep that one up. West Adelaide are readying some substitutions in Dion Kirk and Oliver Birkin. Dion Kirk, another leader in this side. A very experienced player, of course, 4-time winner of the NPL with Campbelltown. Has spent time over in Melbourne with Bentley Greens in South Melbourne. And Oliver Birkin, an interesting one. He joined from Mowbray Vista, of course, had a very successful State League 2 campaign last year. Didn't get promoted, though, with the way the system is. This only his second senior match. Has played most of his football in the reserves competition this year. So Oliver Birkin coming on for his second senior match. And Comets bringing on Lucas Lim at the back.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, when you're trying to take a defender off if you're winning, but that's all right. What do I know? Take Karkafiris off, who I thought has been very, very solid at the back there. Westies subs as well have been addressed. So, look, coaches are rolling. We'll see what happens.
Here they come again, Adelaide Comets. That strikes wide.
They opened up really well for a left-footer Mav, and I think he, instead of trying to finesse shot for all those FIFA lovers out there, he tried to he went the other way, tried to hit it too hard. I think Fabrizio has now, where's he gone? Fabrizio's, yes, so gone into the middle of the park.
Goes back to Tremonton. And Dion Kirk having to deal with Gonwa-Kesler right behind him. Commits the foul.
That's what you want from your number 9. You want your number 9 working your socks off, and that's what Gildas will do for you. Had no chance to get that, but he hunted him down. Unfortunately, gave the free kick after he did all that hard work. .71 gone, still plenty to go.
O'Donnell. Birkin. Also formerly of Para Hills, where he won promotion back in the 2023 season. Doesn't have a great record in grand finals, and I'm sure he won't want me bringing this up, but I think it's something like he's played in 5 grand finals in the past few years, and he hasn't won one of them.
Okay. It's not a good stat. Not something
I think Alessio Crocci put me onto that one, so I'm going to blame him if he's put that in my head.
Yeah. Look,
it must be awake now, Vancouver.
Yeah.
Could be listening.
Yeah, he's got better things to do.
Ball over the top, touchdown by Odenwalder. Taken right to the byline, looking for a cutback, but will be a corner.
I do actually like what Westies have done now. So they're putting a bit of pressure back onto Comets with that goal. Maybe they're sniff a bit of a change in the wind and possibilities. Endless possibilities. What would you do with a corner set piece here? Theo, what would you do? Kick it to the big guy.
18 minutes left in this second half and of the 90.
Hit it to the front post.
Ball's in. Not the cleanest of connections. Player's gone bundling over there. That was in the path of Tremonton.
It's making space.
The Comets Ultras showing their love for Jackson O'Donnell, I'm sure, I think is what I heard.
Yeah, there's a bit of light rain as well, I think. Please, can you hold off for another 25 minutes and rain all you wish.
Kiribona was fouled. Kiribona just staying down for now, sorry Theo, but was down a little bit earlier, but he's just slow to get back to his feet now.
Yeah, he's been in the wars in the last 15 or 20 minutes.
Ball put in. Touchdown, it's unconvincing as it was bouncing in the area. (3-1) lead for the home side. Spadavecchia getting the goal scoring underway with a lovely finish and also an assist to his name. Here's one from distance.
Castaneda on his left.
Just on Spadavecchia, probably a candidate for player of the match as it stands.
Goal and assist. Aladdin's played well too. Just trying to think of. Those two would have to be very close.
Tremonton. His ball headed away. No foul, says the referee. Touchdown from Gomrich what couldn't be kept.
Nope.
Fabrizio up in the air. Ivanic down in the box. A goal kick is all though. In the last fixture between these two earlier on in the season, ended 3-0 the way of West Adelaide. Stam, Ivanic and Samopoulos, the 3 goal scorers. Before that, their last meeting was in the 2023 season. Of course, West Adelaide got relegated that year. None of the goal scorers remain. Cole Phelps and Abanji Adesida for West Adelaide, and then Jaden Labasso and Alan Welsh, the 2 for Comets. Vladimir Bonner's just thrown a ball on the pitch and play will have to come back. And he will come back for a booking for Vladimir Bonner for delaying play. The fixtures between these two have been intermittent due to various, at least in the first division, various relegations, of course. Last fixtures were in 2023. Before that, 2019. 2019 was actually the last time Adelaide Comets won this fixture. It was a 2-1 win at Jack Smith Park in round 9 of the 2019 season.
Okay.
Since then, it's been 3 draws in a row from 2019 to the end of 2023, and then the West Adelaide win earlier on this season. So it would be a 7-year wait.
Wow.
It could be possibly ended tonight for Adelaide Comets if this result is to hold.
Well, the games have been averaging three goals per game, so we've definitely got that today. So all the people coming to the game and watching live, always get your money's worth. It's better than Seb's streak of 0-0s.
Which did come to an end. It was a 2-game streak, both involving Playford. No offence to them, but
it was gladly broken.
Ball over the top. Having to jump high, but the offside flag went up anyway. We also looked at that all-time record between these two clubs. It was fairly even. Comets, at least in the first division, this is the 16th match, but of the 15 previous, Comets winning 5, drawing 6 and losing 4. Of course, then West Adelaide winning 4 of those.
Yeah, there's not much between the two Greek teams. Like I said, on aggregate, West Adelaide is winning by 1, but not tonight. 4-3 on aggregate. Unfortunately, we're not paying a Euro tie here to get through to the next round. We're 3 points every game, so... Like I said, still time, Westies. 11 minutes plus time on.
10 minutes left for Adelaide Comets to hold out this result. Ball forward. Only with Oliver Birkin. Still have Bamali Felix and Socrates Sangari to possibly come on. For Comets, they have Panagiotis Politis, Cameron Carlton to bring on possibly as well. Interestingly enough, and we do get a sheet from the players as commentators for the season where they list off what positions they tend to play. So going off the players on the bench, neither team actually have forwards on their benches as listed by the players themselves.
Wow. Okay. It's just like when you do a trial on a school football team, and they say, "Oh, what position you play?" "Oh, I play 10." "Where do you play?" "I play 6." No one plays 9. No one plays 3, 4. They play 10 because everyone wants to be, messy and play 10.
Castaneda takes it in touch. Where, if it is to come, is that goal coming for West Adelaide? They don't have the connection of Stam and Ivanic, which has been so successful all season.
What they need to do, in my eyes, is get the ball wide. If you want to play a bit more down through the middle, you have to get those second runners and then get those balls over the top. Second runners, I mean midfielders doing deep runs. But then this happens.
Yeah, a counter-attack possibly brewing. Not quick enough, even for Gildas Komwakezwa. Out from the back, West Adelaide.
Okay, well, let's see what who blinks first. The Comets are going to be happy to hold this, or West Adelaide peg one and make it really interesting.
Of course, don't forget there is more men's NPL and WNPL football tomorrow afternoon. This is the last of the Friday night fixtures. Looking at tomorrow in the men's NPL, Croydon against Playford at 2:30, Para Hills against FK Beograd at 3. And then later on in the evening, Metro Stars versus Sturt Lions and Adelaide United against Adelaide City at 7:30 to round out this round 14 in the men's NPL.
I like that little combo with Fabrizio and Maxim bouncing off each other, doing a bit creative there, balls over the top, heels, toes.
Long throw, bouncing in the box. Perhaps just took it off the boot there as he went for the head. Irabona will chase this one down, but not for Birkin. Getting there first and going towards O'Donnell. Birkin again. They look for it long and over the top. Header goes right out of play.
It was Park versus 2.
Cross comes in. It's very, very high.
Goalkeeper got caught.
Yeah, Tremonton just struggling in that instance. West Adelaide still very much battling, but they find themselves caught in these exact situations. He's offside here.
He actually made that run about 3 seconds earlier, but his player didn't see it, and then he made that further run a little bit further and was offside. So it's Gildas, I know you really want to take it easy, buddy, but just bend your run, buddy.
Again, he's off, but continue to run forward, and you can hear the clip of the boots there. It's an easy booking. And one of the more obvious ones that you'll, I'll say hear, but you heard it pretty clearly, I thought. And now down for the moment with just about 5 minutes left. Vincent Park just getting a talking to. Doesn't mind having a chat.
There's a bit of a harsh foul there by Dion. Just giving a yellow card away. Oh, the boys rushing in, trying to support their own. 83rd minute. There's been some trainers and stuff like that.
Let's come off the pitch. Where's he off the pitch? Let's go off the pitch, Red.
No, he doesn't have to come off the pitch because there was a yellow card.
Yeah, they are asking, but
yeah,
you are right there, Theo. Continues on. That's a wasted dead ball. Just needing to hold this out now, Comets. They're doing well at the moment, but they have been prone to lose a lead. Even with the good work they've done recently.
Yeah, you've seen it firsthand.
Absolutely. Not a bad team whatsoever. Started the season poorly. Have come back well in these past few weeks under a new coach. It's just about making these results stick and chaining them together to launch them from near that bottom of the table. They looked for it twice there, but only found a player in white. Now West Adelaide's turn to attack, poked away.
Yeah, see the goal. Westie's coach just played it out. Didn't think about doing a footy kick. Doing his hammy. Being caught on camera. The lap special.
Might be. Very long throw. The header is only to go upwards. And that clearance is very long and very helpful for Comets.
Jackson asking for it. Hurry up, just give me the ball. Let's go.
In the box and bouncing, Tremonton letting it roll out.
Yeah, Kirky was well delivered into the box, but Kirky headed it the wrong way. If he headed it back the other way, could Maxim or Odenwaller could have gone onto it, but went the wrong way, unfortunately for Westies. Approaching red zone time. I must admit, there's been lots of chatter by the Comets. There's lots of talking, lots of coaching going out there. Lots of boys revving each other up. I think they don't want to make sure that what happened last week. Just want to kill the clock.
Minute left of regular time. Comets about to bring on Panagiotis Politis. We'll just have to wait till after this free kick. Irabona to take it. Puts it in the box. It will go out for a goal kick. We have to wait even more to make that substitution. Over the top, Odenwalder. He gets the final touch. So that means a goal kick.
Okay. It's going to be a sub, and Odenwalder's injured down at the moment. This trainer's had to work pretty hard today for our money.
Just figuring out who's coming off at the moment and where they're going to be coming off on. As we are into added time now.
It's all gone quiet. I think this is exactly what Comets want. Killed the game off.
Omakezwa coming off for Politis. And a big embrace between him and his coach. He has put in a very good shift today and a goal to boot.
Gildas be happy. It looks like he's got new boots as well. Every week he has to buy new boots so he can score. Come on, Gildas. Be interested to see how much time we actually do have. What are you predicting, Mr. Seb?
Well, we're already in about a minute and a half, of which all of it has basically been spent in stoppage. So maybe 3 minutes or so on top of this. Taking us to about 5 minutes of added time would be my guess. No referee, though. That's a very high one. Up into the bright lights.
It's going to bring the rain down with it.
That's a loose touch, out for a throw. The Comets fans chanting for the referee to blow the whistle. Not just yet. Although it would be fairly safe to say that Adelaide Comets have their third win of the season in this late stage, Theo.
Highly likely, but no, I'm not going to say 100%. I've seen too many football games change.
As a neutral, I won't be too upset if I am caught out either. Here they come, West Adelaide.
Got to get that ball in the box. He ain't going to score from the sidelines.
Castaneda now with Birkin. High ball, a hopeful ball, headed back in, edge of the box, it's hit, wow! Oh, what a strike! He finds the bottom corner, does Eduardo Castaneda. And maybe we are set for a grandstand finish.
Westie's coaches haven't really done much. They're nonplussed. Comets coaches are nonplussed as well. But that was a beautiful hit.
In the 3rd minute of added time, surely Adelaide Comets can't let a lead slip again. They've done so well tonight.
Remember when I said highly likely? I didn't say definitively yes, so you don't actually know. This game is a funny game.
Again, we don't know how much added time is to be added on, and they come here again. Advantage with the ball in the box. Finding it bouncing is finally cleared. Final moments of pressure. Oh, and just slipping on the ball there at the crucial moment. Not what they needed, West Adelaide. In all fairness, at least to West Adelaide, what has been onside is the goal striking ability. 2 great goals from them tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Crackers.
Both finding the bottom corner.
And Ivanich's ball right then to Odenvola, it just didn't get that final touch in, but everything was excellent. The whole build-up was excellent. And, yeah, Connor Golan just walking himself into a yellow brick road ticket.
Into just under 5 minutes of added time now. I would imagine there can't be much longer left.
No, I think the referee's looking at his clock and thinking, how much more time can I put on? Oh, how much time is left?
West Adelaide themselves only with the 4 wins and the 4 draws as this long ball comes forward. That header comes down, it's a high foot and a free kick in a dangerous position.
A yellow card as well. That was for Cameron Carlton, I believe. Surely not Theo.
Well, for the neutrals out there, be great. For Comets, they'll hate that I just said that. For Westies, they'll love that I just said that.
We've already seen a late winner in the NPL tonight, courtesy of West Torrens Burkalla against Campbelltown. West Adelaide are looking for a late equaliser of their own. Here, Rabona just kicking the ball away from the free kick there. He's on a booking, of course, has to be careful with...
Oh, he could actually be in trouble now.
The West Adelaide bench asking the question. But ultimately, Hirabona has wind down the seconds with no caution. Still the free kick. It's delivered in at the back post, headed upwards. Needs to find any sort of hit from a player wearing white. Hirabona wins that challenge and then clears it forward. O'Donnell needs to act quickly. He'll let it roll out. We still continue into the 7th minute of added time now. They go again. No one winning that header. Put back in, cleared away.
Well, there was 90 minutes at Campbelltown, so...
That's a nice touch, and that's a foul. Another free kick for West Adelaide, extremely late on. Just ticking past 10:30 p.m. here in Adelaide.
Jacko, go up for it, buddy. Alison Becker style. Except Alison Becker's scored the winner.
We have seen a goalkeeper score an SA in recent weeks. Connor Hudson actually scored from the spot for Adelaide Hills Hawks a few weeks ago. Could the captain be the hero? O'Donnell doesn't reach the header. It's high. It's bouncing. It's a bicycle kick. And it's a free kick in the box. Not full time, though.
It is now. Just about to.
And that will be full time for Adelaide Comets. With a late scare from Eduardo Castaneda. They hold out for 3 points. And what a big 3 points it is.
Well, what a big 3 points. You look, over the course of the game, you would say they deserve to win. So the best team won in this one. Yeah, they needed that. They really needed that win at home to create a bit of a fortress. I love how Westies just never gave up. They continued fighting. They'll look at their wounds and think, you know what, we can play better next time and not concede 3 goals so easily. But look, they move on. It's another game done. Yeah, Comets be happy to take the win. 3 points, new coach bounce, and it continues.
And again, to continue their possible rise up, holding a lead.
Yeah.
Crucial in the end. They had the late pressure, they had a late scare, but they dealt with it in those last few instances. And again, Aladni Rabona very much towing the line, but as a captain, did just enough that he kept himself in check and didn't get that second yellow.
Absolutely, and that was really lucky because, he did kick the ball away and he wasn't a yellow card. But you know what? Take the 3 points, you move on, and off you go. And well done, Comets. Westies, let's reset again and off you go.
Absolutely, it's been a great evening here. And LJ Hookham Island Sports Park is a part of the doubleheader. Just looking at those fixtures just before, as we said, West Torrens Burkalla 2-1 winners over Campbelltown and 3-1 Adelaide Comets, or 3-2 Adelaide Comets here against West Adelaide. Tomorrow, Croydon against Playford at 2:30, Para Hills against FK Beergrad at 3, Metro Stars and Sturt Lions at 5:15, and Adelaide United and Adelaide City rounding out round 11 at 7:30 p.m. at Service FM Stadium. Thank you for joining us tonight, wherever you may be. It's been an entertaining one across both legs of this doubleheader between the men's and women's side of these two clubs. Been lovely to have you alongside me for this one as well, Theo. Been good fun.
Thank you very much for allowing me to come. And till we go again.
Absolutely. Full-time score here. I've been Seb O'Neill. at LJ Hooker Mile Sports Park. Full-time score, Adelaide Comets 3, West Adelaide 2.